Morning, folks. This is Will K-Mac Vintage. It's early Saturday morning, November 20. What date is it today? Today is the 26th. um, so I am continuing this work on this SE30 board. Um, I'm really amazed at how much I got done yesterday, but I'm also amazed at how sticky all my tools and everything are. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to do a massive cleaning after this because this is a major piece of work. I still need my coffee. It's a bit early. Um, I worked quite long yesterday on this board. I managed to get quite a bit done. I mean, more than I thought I would get done yesterday. Um, Once I got into the swing of things and I saw what I had, I was like, oh man, let me just work on this. Um, it's not that hard, really. I mean, if you're comfortable soldering, taking stuff off, and you're careful taking them off, and then you solder back, and you watch for your heat and your other things and so forth, um, you can't really mess things up. I mean, um, here, let me show you where I'm at with this board. You're gonna be surprised. All right, here's the board. Um, Everything's sticky. Everything's so sticky. Okay. Yeah, I have. I mean, I did these live. All of the low chips I did live, and so forth. Since then, I socketed. I moved some of these other chips that were into the board that I guess they don't make a socket for them. The two sound chips, I moved them over and I put them into sockets. Resistor packs, I have sockets for them. I did take them out of the board already, so I do have them here. The two switches on the side, I have them here. This other resistor pack for over here is here, so that's gonna go there. I moved some of these other square chips already. I got 3 more chips to do. Okay, one is the processor. I moved these 2 fuses and this diode already. I put in these connectors in the back and the audio. I put in the SCSI and the CD and the floppy. So I put in some more This is a transistor. I put in the 2 over here. I did that on the live session. Sorry, I got 4 more chips to move. I have 2 SE crystals to move. I have the audio. I have the speaker plug here. I have all new SIM sockets for the memory. Okay, so then I did find a RTC chip and I do have the crystal. So I'm good to go. Over here, I have this crystal also. Well, this one I will move, and this one. I have the audio connector that's over here. Well, sorry, not audio. This is the power connector. I have this long extension one. So I have quite a bit of the stuff already. So this morning I want to continue. I just took off this from the old board. This is the 19-pin floppy. So I put that there. I did damage it a little bit, taking out the actually rivet, but that's okay. So now I know, and I'll take out the one for the SCSI I'll take that out. Where I found a RTC chip, apparently no, this is the donor board. That's the SE30. This is a plus, and it's a donor board. It uses the same chip. Okay, it uses the same RTC chip, and it probably has the same crystal right here. So I could take both of those off of this board and put onto the SE30. So yeah, I mean, having donor boards is somewhat good. So we can see it that this board is coming along real good. Let me make sure that my audio is recording. Yes, it is. Okay. Um, so where do I want to continue with this now? I know I did a lot of this off camera. I mean, it's boring just taking chips off and putting them on, taking off, putting on. But I guess yeah, you see the soldering technique that I use and how I do it. So I did check continuity on every single chip. They are all good. I mean, during the checks, I did find quite a lot of times that there were some legs that were not making good contact, and I had to go back and touch that up. So, so today I do need to, I will have to take off the 64 pin SIM off of the other board and put onto here. I'm gonna try that first. If that socket is not good, because these are very hard to find, and I don't have a donor for that. If I don't find that, if that's damaged, then I'll put in the sockets for the ROMs here, and then I'll take the chips off of the SIM, and then I'll just drop them in here. I do have a battery holder, so that will end up going in also. Okay. So I guess right now, we could tackle these three chips. I could do the crystal. I could do the two crystals. Okay. This power connector is the last thing I want to do. One of the last things. Okay. What is left to do to the board too then is to put on the new caps afterwards. So, but we are coming along. I mean, it's oh my God, look how bad that looks. This is from the taking the solder out of those two rivets. Yes, there are rivets holding in those connectors, and you do need to drill them out. That's how I caused that damage, was actually drilling it out. Okay, so amazing progress, amazing progress. The support bracket back here will have to be done too, but that's one of the last things that I'm gonna do. Okay, so we have some great progress, amazing progress with this board. I did just clean it in alcohol because it was very sticky, very bad. Oh yeah, and then I'll have to move all of the L components still from the old board to over to this one. So I'm gonna put that aside. I'm gonna bring the old one on into view. Okay, so we have these two crystals. One, two, three surface mount chips. I mean, the board looking pretty naked, huh? I mean, the only thing still on here are these little transistors that I didn't take off. I put on new on my board. These I put on new. Okay, these I put on new. I still gotta take this off. I'm gonna leave these in. I'll take them off later, some other time. But I mean, I am gonna end up stripping everything off this board. I mean, what I don't need. So the owner Scott is very happy. He's amazed, and I'm even blown away at the amount of work that was done. I mean, it's not that difficult, guys. It's really not. And I mean, I am no expert. Okay. I mean, um, people were surprised to find out that I didn't pick up a soldering iron until actually February this year. I mean, this is when I started. I am a fairly newbie. I mean, I'm not even a year into this hobby, into this work. But I guess I just enjoy it, and I take my time, and I'm careful, and I learn from it. So I am new at this, and if I can do this project, and only 10 months into this thing, 10 months, 11 months, um, I'm sure a lot of you other people can, a lot of you others can also do it. I mean, it's not that hard. At least to me, it doesn't seem that hard. Okay, let me just say it that way. Um, there's mean, anyway. So we need to take these two off. We need to take these off. Let me see what I can do with these crystals. I want to try to get them off first. Where the legs of the crystal. That's what I'm trying to see. Should be 4. One, 2. I'm trying to find where the legs are. I guess that's them way up there. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's for those, and then this other smaller one. I guess it's right there. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the microscope and we can take those out. At least that's some more progress. That's some more work done. But before that, sorry, I'm gonna pause this video for a minute. I have to run to the restroom and back. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back in the luxury of pausing. It looks like I didn't even disappear, right? So let's go take this off. I need my okay, why did I just put that? Oh yeah, that is the thinner one finish. That's why I only have one. Okay. Uh, waking up to get things going. Okay, let's go to scope view. And where we need to take off is hold on, let me find you again. Okay, that's the power connector there. Okay, right there. You all see that? Yeah, you have it in view. Okay, we need to go here, 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 here. And look at those 3 L's items I need to take off eventually. So I get as much of that off as I can. I need more heat. I'm upping it to about 360 Celsius. This one being stubborn. And this is what I don't want to happen with the crystal. That's on the ground plane. Lots of copper around there. Okay. Let's go on to another. That came up nice and beautiful. That one came up nice. Now I'm left with this one. I read that this morning. I was researching that RTC chip, and I read someone broke a leg off of it, and they were like, I don't know what sort of solder additive they used in 1980s, late 80s to make these boards and solder these things into the boards that is stronger and worse than super glue. And technically, yeah, when these things corrode, when the solder gets old and that, I don't know what chemical reaction it does or what happens, but he's not kidding. I mean, geez. Okay, so what I want to try to do is try to heat this up. I'm trying to heat the main solder itself. Sorry, my hand blocks it. I'm using my other hand to grab something. All right, I'm gonna up my temperature some more. So I'm gonna put some solder in this thing. I'll come in from a different side like this. Come on, baby, come on. I see you moving. I see you moving in there. I'm at a high temperature now, but this board, I don't mind if it gets damaged. Okay, let's see what that crystal has done. Can I lift it up any? Yeah, I got that side up. Crystal is out. There it is. Okay, that's out. Now we need to take out the other one. The other one is, if I'm not mistaken, right there. Let me see where this is oriented right there. Okay, those two spots. So hopefully this won't be too much trouble. I'm gonna lower back down. I don't need 400 now anymore. Okay, something is still holding it on the other side. And we're out. Okay, and that one we just took out, that goes right there. Right there is Y1. Sorry, this is Y3. You can't read that. Okay, that goes right there. So we can just drop that right in there. Okay, now I'm gonna solder it from this side. I'm gonna just put a drop on it just to hold it. Where are you? Okay, that's too far up. Right there. Okay, so that's to hold it. I'm gonna go ahead. This I can take out. Okay, that's right there. So I'm gonna put some solder on those and make it look prettier. Okay. Now the other crystal, I'll go ahead and put into. And Bull did a good job on this one with the drawings, with the actually silk screen. You can see it's nicely curved, straight edge. So when I look at this, it goes the same way, curve, straight edge. Let me straighten up these legs. That's why it's not going in. So I'm gonna Again, I like to straighten from straight up. Okay. See, once you straighten up, it goes right in. Okay, now I need something to hold that. So I'm gonna, sorry y'all, not gonna be able to see what I'm doing here. I'm just putting some flux on one pin. I'm putting some solder on my tip of my iron. Then while holding it, I'm just gonna tap that pin. And that's just to hold the other crystal. Now I can easily, comfortably solder the other legs. Okay, and I'll go to the other side and I'll heat that back up and then I'll push it to make sure. See, there. And I'll come back to this original one and I'll push that too. But you gotta melt it again. Sorry, it's a bit out of focus. That's because I had to put my hand under the board. Make that look nicer. Oh boy, I hope I didn't damage that. I heard, okay, no, it looks okay. Okay. Let's go get these other two. Those aren't as high. Okay. They are good. Those two crystals are in. Okay, so we have that one and we have that little one right there. Okay. All right, well, with the magic of pausing video during the record, I had to run to my mother's house and fix an issue for her that she was having early this morning. I come back now, so I can continue. Um, so where were we? We have the crystals done. I'm not gonna do the power connector yet or the audio connector. None of the caps yet. Let's work on these three chips that are surface mount, and then is the processor chip. So let's take the old ones off. And I'm gonna start off with this tiny one here. Okay, so I'm gonna take that one off. Then I can take off the other two. Do some flux here. Up there. And still, I don't want to melt plastic, so I'm gonna come in from this angle. And those of you that are commenting, thank you. Those of you that are commenting on a Facebook post about my stuff that's being posted by Michael Brown, thank you. We all work in this together. Just because I have a lot more time to work on things, I'm able to do more and do them quicker. So I'm in no competition with anyone. I don't want to take stuff away from anyone. People are free to choose who they use to fix their boards. So, and Joe, from Joe Computer Museum. Thank you for the positive comment also, and thank you for being a great seller of the Blue Scuzzy for me. Every time that I needed some, I was able to actually get it from you. I really do appreciate that. It's very helpful. I think looking at this, I think I'm gonna do this a bit different. I have to go to the other camera though for you to see why I'm doing this. I'm gonna do it this way. That one chip I took off is no problem to put on. Okay. The problem I see, and I want to be safe. Okay. I was gonna take this one off, but it's big, and it's right next to the CPU, and the CPU, that base is plastic. I don't want to take the risk of melting that. Okay. Um, this one I can take off. That's no problem. I gotta put some shields there, so I can take that one off. But I think this one here, I'm gonna take the processor off first before I take this one off, just to be safe. I don't have to take this off. That's fine. Because I'm getting at the end of things I need to take off. There's only 4 more things on this board that I need to take off. 5, 6. I need to take off. ROM SIM slot, chip, and connector, and I need to take off this metal bar. That's on the front side. That's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side, and I think there's like 6 or 8 of those L line filters on the other side that I need to move. Up here on the new board, I still gotta put 2 diodes and the crystal. But anyway, so let's take this one off. And let's. Oh, I am zoomed all the way out. This one gonna take some heat to come off. And I need my shields. With the shields, then I'm gonna turn this around. I'm gonna put this at a different angle. I'm sorry, it's gonna be hard to see, but I need this for my entry, my positioning into the to get the max airflow. What happens is the air is gonna hit the metal and it's gonna bounce back and go under the chip. This one's gonna be a while before it's ready to come off. Yeah, it's taking a long time. See, I knew that it was gonna take. need to give it some help now. It's getting taking too long. It's super hot. Whole board is super hot. That was took a bit longer than expected. Okay, so okay, let's see where else are we at now. So, um, some things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you about them, but I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna pause the video recording and do the work, and then come back because it's very tedious. It's very boring to watch. One is to take out that SIM socket, so I have to undo. I have to wick all of these connection points, and I may just use heat and my solder sucker, but that goes a bit quicker. Then I have the CPU socket. That one I have to wick because I gotta be careful with that. So that whole CPU socket there, I gotta wick. Okay, and then I have the connector here too that I also gotta do, and that I gotta wick out. Then I gotta drill out those two actually rivets. So I have some work here to do that is tedious and boring to watch. So um, I will not bore you with that. Um, oh, well, I guess I could put on these two chips. This one and this little one. So really, let me see how I can turn this to get a good. We have that little one to put on. Okay, so let's take a look at the chip first. I want to see how it looks. I'm gonna zoom in here because we're gonna see it better. And plus, when I do this, you gotta see those pads better. Okay, so we're in good focus. We have a good drawing on their silk screen. Okay, chip looks okay on the bottom. Not too worried there. I will give it just a little brush and get rid of some of that previous flux. Okay, there we have it. The orientation is this way. Okay, we have the angled side to go for the angled side on the screen print. So what I'm gonna do first now is I'm gonna put down some flux, and I gotta build up pillows, little pillows. I call them pillows on these pads. Okay, because so dirty, 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 dirty. So anyway, I was speaking about different people doing different work and so forth. I mean, I would love to join in on some of these other groups and sessions that they have together. I think my work is very um, professional and done well. So I'm open for joining sessions with um, some of these other bigger guys that have been doing this for years that are well known and so forth. Okay, so those pillows, what they're used for, okay? I use heat to put these chips back on. Um, it's much easier using heat, okay? And basically, what those pillows for is that solder is gonna melt with the heat and attach to the legs, and it's also very visible when you're working. I'm trying to cover up some of that light so you can see it better. It is the light ring that's on the scope that is bouncing back. Okay, so when you heat it, you'll see that pillow go from a solid state to a metal to a liquefied state, and the pillow will practically disappear. It will go under the chip and connect to the leg and go inside the leg, inside the curvature of the leg. Okay, there's like a little pocket there that the solder will go into. And when you see that, you then know, hey, this leg is fastened. It is secured. If you don't see that, then that leg is probably not making contact. Okay. Plus, it's a very good help aid for aligning the chip. Okay. And you'll see what I mean by that here in a minute. Okay. I'm gonna turn on my iron so it's already getting nice and hot. I'm gonna grab the chip. Okay. Now I'm gonna align this on those pillows the best I can, seeing where they are. I don't like holding the chip. I like holding it here more that I can push down on it. Okay. You see how I'm lining up the pillows on the top side first. Then I can see this side. So once you get two sides good, the other two should fall in place. Okay. Now I'm gonna hold it there. I'm gonna bring in the heat. And I can see those pillows melting. See, there it goes. I'm gonna let go, take away the heat, and then that will cool down and it'll become solid again. Once it's solid, I know it's stuck. See, so that chip is stuck the best I can. Now I can let go of it. Now I can, now I come back in and I do that side again. I come on this side. See, I see where they became liquefied. Okay, so three sides are done already. I hold it still for it to get solid. Now I'm gonna switch hands with my heat gun. And I come and get this side. This side probably already liquefied, but I just do it again just to be sure. This chip is a bit harder to actually see because it's so small. Okay, so I think that's pretty good, but we'll do a continuity test. Okay, so, and if I don't get the continuity test, we'll come back to it. Now, this one's gonna be hard to do the continuity test because there's not much, I don't have much surface. Okay. So I definitely have to use my picks on this one. Okay. This I can get from up here. This one I can get from here. See, sometimes you gotta use those fires. You gotta use what you have. Yeah, I'm trying so hard not to touch the leg. I want to touch the pad. Okay, I think we're good. That one is on there good. Let's give it a little brush. Clean. Good to go there. Let's get another big chip on too. We'll do that. This one. The other one took off. This means then we're getting closer to the end. And I have all the parts, so I think we may be able to fire this up today. I think I'll get it done today. If that's so, that's pretty good. And you know, I have 9 more of these boards, and I have a lot of the parts. So I mean, even the 19 and 25 pin sockets, I have some of those, but they're up in Florida. They arrived after I left, so um, I may be able to pre-build some more boards and make it easier for future transfers. Okay, so now let's go to this one. Let's go this one here. I will zoom out, but when I go to solder it on, I think I need to zoom back in. All right, so y'all have a good view. All right, we need to make pillows. That means flux. Okay, that means some solder. And we're gonna make pillows. Okay, we have pillows down. Let's see how this chip looks. I may give it a little cleaning. Yeah, let's give it a little brush. And you see me turning it, it's because then I can go with the bristles on the brush the same direction and they get between the legs and clean. Something there looks funny. No, that's right. I hope I didn't fry this chip. I hope I didn't burn it up. But they're made to take a lot of heat, so. Okay, to help it, I'm going to put down some more flux. Problem is now I just made it very difficult for me to see for myself. Okay, so we have right angle, right angle, right angle, curvature is up there. So the curved piece of this chip is up here. The dot is there. You see that dot? That's to correspond with this dot here. The chip goes on like that. This one is going to be extremely hard. for me. Sorry, I have to zoom in because I gotta see this a bit better, guys. So you're not gonna be able to see the whole chip. I just want to see how my alignment is with the pads. Okay, now I'm using the benefit of the flux being sticky to where I can adjust this a little bit. I'm gonna bring in some air. I'm gonna bring it into this side. Okay. Right now, I don't even want to put pressure on that chip because it will move. Okay, so I'm just gonna heat up. I want to see some of those pads change. Very hard to see the pads though. I just want to get a couple. See, I'm not lined up there. See, and they're already stuck. Nah, I need this to come off. Okay. I'll start over. Okay, I got those three holding it. Okay, got some on that side holding it. I have some on that side holding it. Let that cool off. Okay. That's just tacking it. I want to see how. See, I'm way off on that side. Way off. So we do loosen it back up and I will adjust it. That's better. I can survive. That side way off. So what I'm gonna do now then, now this side is the problem. I'm gonna this side I'm okay. So I'm gonna loosen up this side again and I'm gonna twist it a little bit, because then that will bring these pads more in alignment and bring these also into alignment. So my goal here then is here. I'm gonna come in from the other side. I did turn it, so it is closer. Okay, so let's go do the whole thing now. If it's wrong, we'll take it off and do it again. So what I'm watching is the pads turn to liquid. A couple seconds, they will turn hard again. Okay, you see how they liquefied? You can see the shine on them change. Here I'm gonna load the lemma. I can't really see it change, so I'm gonna hope it changes to liquid. And these pads are very tight. I mean, these bigger chips, it's hard to see how it's done. So we'll do that as best as we can. I'm gonna let that cool down a little bit. I don't want to pour alcohol, but yeah, let it cool down. It's very hot chip. And then we're gonna angle the board and take a look at all the connections to see how they look. Drinking some more coffee. My second cup. But I drink it with just half and half in it. I don't add any sugar or anything. Same as with my iced tea. I drink it pure. I don't drink it with any additives, any sugar or anything. Okay. So that chip's still very hot. Is that a crack? No. It's still very hot, so let me let it cool down a little bit more. So, what else can we do? I got this crystal we can put in. See, this is 32,768. So, Mauser. Apparently, I bought some from Jamco also. Those are here too. Value Pro CY 32.76 crystal. Same. Okay. We can put this in while that chip is cooling down. Alright, let's open these legs up a little bit. Don't say that too loud to too many people. Like that. Make sure my iron is on. Put some solder on it. Because I have to hold this, I gotta do it the flux and solder tap way. I'll get some flux. I'm gonna turn this over. You won't see really what I'm doing here. I just put some flux on one of the legs, and then I come with my solder iron and I just tap that solder that I have on the tip on there. That's just to hold it. I guess I could have done it from the top too, so. Okay, now I can come and I can solder the rest. I heat that back up and hold it there for a few seconds. It's to get it to flow to the other side. And we have a crystal. Or a oscillator, whatever. Okay, that chip is a lot cooler now. See why you didn't want to do this? I should have waited on those sockets to put them in. I mean, I went against my own judgment. It would have been better to do everything and then do the plastic at the last. But I wanted to show off the work. I wanted to show off the board how well it's coming. Okay. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my scope here to the edge of the table. See if I can angle this and I can see. And then I can see all the lights are making. That side is beautiful. That side is very beautiful. That side looks real good. with some of those. See, I'm not too happy with this one. I need my pick. My pick gets in my test. Okay. I'll show you what I see. Okay. I don't see no good contact there. See, it's loose, loose. See, that's got good contact. That one. No, you're not in focus. I am, but you're not. Okay. All right. See, that's got good contact, good contact, good contact. But here is kind of shabby. Here too. That's loose completely. That one is okay. Here starting to contact again, but still a bit loose. Good contact, good contact. All of these here are good. You see? So that would have caused problems. This is why it's good to always check. So really from right in the middle, this is pin 1. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These first 5 are not making good contact. So we'll come back and we will heat that up again. Let's go this side. You see that good? Yeah, you can see that pretty good, right? Okay, your focus good there? Yeah. See if I can get you a little bit better. Okay, so good, 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 good. All of those good. I just don't like this piece of gunk sitting in here. This is dried up, heated up flux. When I do the ultrasonic cleaning on this board, a lot of this stuff will come out. Here is gonna be somewhat hard to check, so because I got that chip in the way. I don't like how some of those look. This is, I mean, it's hard for me to focus here. I need to, let me see if I can make it any better for you and for myself. Okay, so all I can do here is to try to push the leg and see what I get. That space is very tight. That's just flux. Actually, that soldered well. That soldered very well. So really, I only have a problem on this side right here, starting at pin 1. So we will put some flux here by pin 1. Get some heat again. I guess I could use my soldering iron, but I do it with the heat. And let's see if those pillows will switch. There, see, they're switching. Switched. Okay, those all went liquefied. Now they'll go solid. I hold it until they go solid. They should be solid by now. Okay. So let's go back and take a look. You can't see it, but let me see if I can get you to see this. Get you in view. Okay, do you see there? We started at pin 1 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, moving to the left. Those are all good now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're all. You gotta let that pillow become liquefied. That's why the pillow is there. That's to aid you with attaching to the leg. Oh my God, that chip cracked. Mm, I hope it's good. I don't know if that's from me or if that's what's from the battery bombing or what. Let's hope it's still good. Really, it's in the middle where the main guts are, so. I've seen chips in worse shape work better. Okay, so what I wanna do is clean this up a little bit. So really, I don't think I need to do it because I physically inspected the actual chip. Some of these are going to be hard for me to get into. But I want to go see about continuity. Good. I ah, the weight of the cables are pulling the clips off. Yeah, there's a lot of ground right here. It's not bridging, so I doubt it gonna be that many bridges. Those wires there make it so nice to check. you're good at soldering, you shouldn't be doing this check. You don't need to waste your time on that, but I see it different. Yes, I may be good at the soldering, but you know, everyone can make mistakes, and you've seen that. You've seen that not always does it work. It doesn't always connect. Okay, so we have continuity on that chip. Now where am I? I need to take some things off of the other board. I want to get some of those big things off. And I need to put the two diodes. I need to look up what the two diodes are that I need to put here by these two diodes. I need to these are diodes. Yeah, these are diodes. I need to get that info. I want to do these two main chips, and that's really the processor and the one next to it, that other via that actually a glue chip. So I need to put that on. I need to take some things off of the other board. So I'm gonna pause this video and I'll be back. We should continue it. Okay, guys. All right, everyone. I'm come back for a bit. I've been doing some work on the board and getting more and more done. But I'm busy taking off the CPU socket from the old board, and I figure it'd be good to do a little bit of video on that. Let's see if I can get this into any better focus for you, because it's kind of interesting how it's working and the technique that I'm using. Okay, I think that's the best focus I can get you with all the glare from the... Let me turn down the light, see if that will... I can't turn it down completely, but... It makes it harder for me to see. That's about the best I can give you. Okay, now... I'm using a wick. Okay, I tried my solder sucker, electric solder sucker, and nah, it's, I don't know. I don't like those too much. I'd rather do it the old-fashioned way, using wick and that. So, because it seems to suck it up better. It seems to. I don't know why, but it seems to do it a bit better for me. So I'm using a thinner wick, and I'm using a different point. Okay, I have two actually solderers, one with my angled um, with my contour tip, and one with this curved tip. And I'm using the curved tip and this thinner wick to come in here and really try to suck up a good amount. And I can see in the hole when it sucks it all up. And if it doesn't, I can come in from a different angle. See, and try to get it all up. It's critical that I get as much of it up, because this socket is plastic and I don't want to use too much heat on it for me to actually pull it out later. So I try my best to get as much of the solder out as I can. See, and with this curved tip, I could end up doing some more. I got someone at the door. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna pause this again. All right, I'm back. Sorry, it's some more people to do some work on my house. I have another item that's giving me some trouble. Painting it, we found it, and we gotta fix it. Anyway, so where I left off, it's to empty out these through hole. Oh, my solder iron probably went off. No. Waiting for an email that will tell me if my other item is ready for collection. then I'll go to town and get them because they're some a bunch of parts for the Apple III that I ordered if I need them, and the power supply for it. So I really want to. I see there's still some gunk down in this one, so still some old solder down in there. So I want to make sure that I get it out. And with this curved tip, I can hit these a lot better because they're so close together. Okay, and I don't want to mess them up too much, so that's why I wanted to show you. Sometimes you have to use different tools. You see that one sucked it all out. And I hit these pins from both sides. Boom, that one sucked it all out too. But I can still see some down there. Still see some down there, and that worries me. Okay, there, it just popped out. Okay, so now let's work our way back the other way. Lots of pins here we need to deal with. So, see, boom. See how that's wick just, oh, you can't see, I'm sorry. That wick just sucked it up. This one did not explode like that. I don't have a lot of pins here to do. This, boom, there. See, it sucked it up. If anything, I can always get some more heat way down in there. And bring all that up. Boom. See? Sucked it up. That hole is now clear. Completely clear. So if it doesn't explode and fill up your wick from one side, get it from the other. See? That one down, completely clear. Come on, come on. See, I can see it working. Oh, this is the ground plane. Oh boy. This is ground plane. This one, this one, this one. All ground. Oh boy. These are gonna give me a little bit of trouble. So, but we try. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna up my iron to 400. I'm at 370. Put some more flux down. I'm gonna start bubbling. Start bubbling. That's a big ground plane. That ground plane is huge. I have to be very careful here that I don't break any pins either. I'm gonna skip that one for now. I'm gonna go on to the next one because the next one is not on a ground plane. But it's acting like it is. It's acting like it's on a ground plane. This is on a ground plane, so I'm not really gonna get much off of this one. And boy, they were going so good, huh? Lots of copper. This whole thing here is all linked to that. Okay, so now we're running back in business. See, that's coming up nicely. I don't know. I'm bummed about that ground plane. Back to normal. Out of that ground section. So now these here should go a lot quicker. Just explode into the wick. Oh, this is very time consuming. But anyway, you can see how that's gonna work. I'm not even halfway. Okay, so I'm not gonna bore you with watching too much. I'm gonna work down this side, then I'll go back down the other side. So for now, then I'll go ahead and pause this recording so you won't be bored with this, and I'll come back. All right, folks. I'll be back in a bit once I get more of the socket ready to take out. Same with this I only tacked it, soldering the whole thing. But everything else is done. Everything else is in place. Um, at least on this side. Um, couple things on here that I'm not sure what they are for, and I gotta go research this and try to find out. Like over here, there is a something that says BFW ADB power. Not sure what it's for. It looks like a jumper has to go there or something. Port Portage forwarding ADB power. I don't know. Maybe it is to turn it on. To turn it on with the keyboard. It's something for that. I don't. Then also um, the backside. I still gotta move. I still gotta move those few um, line filters. Those L's. But up here, there's something that says speaker, and it looks like two pads for something to go on. Then up here in front, there is something on the memory that you either have to you have to jump you have to jump something there, and depending on what ROMs that you're using or what. Thanks everyone for supporting the creation of the board. Please thank the Greek dot cheese draws Josh Cheese and Kai Robertson. Okay, yes. Okay, so and I've been looking online and really I don't see anything on these, so I need to find out. I do need to find out about that. So, but right now I've been working on this nonstop. I'm hungry. I need to go out, do some food, and do some things. So I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna upload it, and then when I get back, I'm gonna work on the final pieces. It just looked it didn't look right. So um, I'm gonna work on the final pieces that I need to do. Solder in all the stuff. Move those L's, and then this is ready. I mean, I found a real-time clock from a Plus. If it works, I don't know. I did order the crystal, so that's it. I put in the battery. Everything is connected. I mean, the only thing I haven't done yet is check continuity on this chip. So on the actually glue chip. So I think I'm gonna do that now. But I'll do that. I'll do that on camera. Load this up. I want to finish this video and load it up. So, folks, thank you again for watching. Um, this really went very smooth. I did not expect it to go this smooth. But I'm not done yet. I still have to. We still gotta test. We still gotta see if this thing works. If this thing's gonna fire up. If my work is correct, then good. So still got a long ways to go. But the physical part of transferring the stuff went smooth. And I do have parts that I can build. I can pre-build some, so I can have quite a bit of stuff already on it. But I don't want to put on the big plastic pieces. So, but yes, a lot of these chips and that I do have, and these are actually resistor packs and crystals and that. Um, these other ones I do not have, but the surface mount other ones I do. Some of these fuses I'll have to order the diode, figure out what diode that is. But boy, everything is sticky. I really gotta clean off this desk. I use so much flux that this is ridiculous. I mean, I used almost half a tube. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do a thumbs up, please, for me. Any comments, any suggestions you have or input, it's there. Um, Board work you want me to do, yes, I can do it, but understand that I am overseas. I'm in the Cayman Islands. You have two options. You can send me the board directly, but it's going to cost you quite a bit more on actually shipping. Or the board can be sent to my place up in actually Florida, and every 8 to 10 weeks I am up there. So I can pick it up then and bring it down and then work on it and bring it back up on one of my other trips. I do have quite a few other things in line, so any new work is gonna be a ways down the road. I am looking at maybe setting up a work area space up in the house up in Florida. So if I do that when I'm up there, I can also do some work. Um, Problem is up in Florida, I don't have all of the testing equipment like what I do here. I don't have all of those machines that I can just pull a power supply or open up a unit and put in a board and test it. I don't have all of that there, so um, but I'll see what I can set up. Maybe I can do something. But yes, I will gladly do board repairs. Um, it's cost we can work out. We can adjust. We can see what it is. Um, I can do actually recapping, but there's so many other people that do actually recapping, and I mean recapping is a fairly easy process. Um, it's not that difficult. So, um, but I when I mean board repairs, I'm talking about the ones that are a bit more than just actually recapping. Anyway, I'm hungry. I need some food, guys. So I'll talk to everyone later. Look for the next part, okay? Hopefully we'll have that next part where we can fire this up and test it. Suspense. I am eagerly waiting to see if this is gonna work. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye bye.